Welcome to A Line Through Time, where I take the time to look through your favourite franchises and work out how it all lines up. Continuing with these new types of side episodes, let's take a look at a personal timeline. In this case, it's the Arkhamverse Suicide Squad. Obviously, I'm going to be going on the timeline I made in the original Arkhamverse episode, so be sure to watch that first so you know what we're up to. In case you weren't aware, the Suicide Squad is a team of supervillains forced under threat of death to perform wet works for the US government, not to kill gods like in the DCEU. I believe the squad tends to keep members on and just replace the dead ones, kind of a Ship of Theseus type thing, but we don't get a lot in terms of consistency with the squad members, so we'll be considering major roster changes to be new incarnations to make things simple. The squad's first appearance in the Arkhamverse was in 2013's Arkham Origins, where the post-credit scene has Amanda Waller try to recruit Deathstroke for the squad. In Arkham Origins Blackgate, set 3 months later, Waller tries to recruit Bane, but the plan fails. She does successfully recruit Deadshot and Bronze Tiger, however. Rick Flag Jr. is also working for Waller by this time, so he was presumably made squad leader of the first team. We never get to see this incarnation of the squad in action, and never actually see either Flag or Tiger again, which is especially odd for Flag, who you'd think would stick with Waller until the end. Deadshot is a regular on the squad roster, and Harley Quinn indicates that she knows about the squad in Assault on Arkham, further supporting the idea that Waller keeps surviving members on for the next version of the team. So Flag and Tiger most likely died at some point. Deathstroke's Arkham Knight bio claims he escaped from Blackgate after his incarceration with no mention of the squad, while Assault on Arkham's director claimed that Deathstroke left the squad sometime around their 9th mission, so I guess he did join the squad. The next incarnation we're shown is in Assault on Arkham. As I said before, Harley indicates that she knows about the squad during this film, but given how our timeline indicates that Harley and Quinzel didn't become Harley Quinn until 3 years after Blackgate, she obviously wasn't part of the original team, suggesting at least a second team in between the Origins team and the Assault team. Captain Boomerang also comments,
"You two? It's like a bloody recurring nightmare."
And
come on, Hal. For old time's sake.
So we know he's been on teams with Deadshot and Harley before, but it's somewhat unclear whether or not Deadshot and Harley have served together.
Are we gonna have a problem this time around?
And while I'm fairly certain the squad members are typically on the team until they escape or die, none of them show signs of knowing the Riddler, who is mentioned to have been on the team previous to this one, so the way squad selection happens is a little unclear. The Assault team is the only one we see fully: Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Black Spider, King Shark, Killer Frost and KG Beast, the latter of whom serves as the obligatory sacrificial lamb to prove that Waller isn't bluffing about the bombs, just like our old buddy Slipknot. And again, we learn that Riddler was part of the previous team but managed to escape about a week before the film, prompting the creation of a new team. The way this new team is recruited suggests that none of these people were part of the same team as the Riddler, and I think the fact that Tiger and Flag go unmentioned, even by Deadshot, suggests that he already knew they were dead, presumably before the team the Riddler was on. The whole team wipes.
There's some wipeouts in this movie.
Aside from Deadshot, Harley, Boomerang and maybe Killer Frost, who is never heard from again, so she probably is intended to be dead, especially since she didn't return in the Arkham Knight comic series, which introduced the new Suicide Squad, which was just a team Harley put together consisting of the surviving members of the Assault team. She seems to recruit Killer Croc as well, but he doesn't get as much play as the others. Deadshot, it then turns out, is actually working for Waller and executes Boomerang. Deadshot is then arrested, then released by Waller and never heard from again in the Arkham timeline. Released after this, but set before, is Arkham Underworld, which sees Waller attempting to put the squad back together. She tries to recruit Croc and capture Harley and Deadshot, but Gotham's new crime boss, the Player, helps the trio stop Waller's plans. And that's everything, so let's look back with what we know, using the teams we know existed. The first team includes Rick Flag, Deadshot, Bronze Tiger and Deathstroke. Deathstroke escapes around the time of the squad's 9th mission. Tiger and Flag aren't known to return for any future teams and are thus presumed dead. The second team features Captain Boomerang with Deadshot and or Harley Quinn. Since we can't really say for sure whether or not Deadshot and Harley have been on a team together, we'll just say there is one team that features all three. The third team features the Riddler. The fourth team consists of Deadshot, Harley, Boomerang, Black Spider, King Shark, Killer Frost and KG Beast. Their mission in Arkham Asylum leaves only Deadshot, Harley and Boomerang alive. Waller attempts to form a fifth team consisting of Deadshot, Harley and Killer Croc, but the plot is foiled, leading to the complete abandonment of the Task Force X concept. Waller then opts to simply hire Deadshot, who is oddly up for it despite everything between them. Harley then forms a new Suicide Squad consisting of herself, Deadshot, Killer Croc and Captain Boomerang. They're hired by Penguin to assassinate Bruce Wayne. During their mission, Deadshot kills Boomerang. Harley and Croc escape, while Deadshot is arrested, then released by Waller. Where this gets weird is that Team 1 is formed across years 2 and 3, while Teams 2 through 5 are formed in year 6, and Harley's team is formed in year 10. As I said in the main Arkham episode, there's too much conflicting information in this series to work perfectly. But without further ado, the Arkhamverse Suicide Squad timeline goes a little something like this. Year 2. Amanda Waller begins recruiting supercriminals and mercenaries to form Task Force X, also known as the Suicide Squad. She recruits Deathstroke from Blackgate Penitentiary personally. Year 3. March. Waller instigates a riot at Blackgate as cover for further recruitment. Although Batman prevents her from recruiting Bane, she successfully recruits Deadshot and Bronze Tiger. Under the command of Rick Flag Jr., the squad begins full operation. Unknown year. During their 9th mission, Deathstroke escapes. Flag and Tiger are presumed killed around the same time. Year 6. Harley Quinn and Captain Boomerang are recruited and placed on a team with Deadshot. An entirely new team is later formed that includes the Riddler. Riddler manages to short-circuit the bomb in his neck and escape. A week later, Waller forms a new team consisting of Deadshot, Harley, Boomerang, Black Spider, King Shark, Killer Frost, and KG Beast. The squad is sent into Arkham Asylum to assassinate the Riddler. He defuses their bombs, allowing Harley and Deadshot to escape. Boomerang is left behind in the asylum while the rest of the squad is wiped out. Deadshot attempts to assassinate Waller, but Batman stops him. Waller attempts to form a new squad featuring Killer Croc, but Deadshot and Harley work with Gotham's new crime boss to prevent that from happening. Waller scraps the Task Force X project and instead simply hires Deadshot when needed. Year 10. Waller sends Deadshot to investigate the Penguin's arms trafficking operations. He joins Harley Quinn's so-called new Suicide Squad alongside Boomerang and Croc. The squad is hired by the Penguin to assassinate Bruce Wayne. Deadshot kills Boomerang and works with Batman to eliminate Simon Stagg's new bioweapon. Waller ensures Deadshot is released from GCPD custody with no punishment and is presumed to retire to be with his daughter. It's kind of funny, really, how much play the squad gets in the Arkhamverse to set up a squad game that they've been trying to get made since around 2012, but haven't actually gotten anywhere with. Personally, I'd want a game focused on, say, Rick Flag, where you have to try and keep the squad in line with trust, threats or head explosions, and try to keep enough of the team alive and obedient to reach the end. As for the roster, obviously you want Deadshot and Harley there, but there's one other character who is an absolute must for any incarnation of the squad, and Assault on Arkham really missed out by stupidly not including him even though it was the most obvious thing in the world. Slipknot. He can climb anything.